I think we had read a lot of books. We had a lot of information, but I think going into it thinking we're bringing home a 4-month-old baby, attachment was one that kind of shocked me. That we had to work at it. It was work. And, there's a lot of people that will talk about you feel this feeling of that you're babysitting for a little while. As you fall in love, you don't realize with a pregnancy sometimes you have those 9 months to fall in love. And with our daughter, we did have that immediate, she needed us immediately. And so we did fall in love with her. And, but just the attachment of, she had just had nobody for 4 months. And so we did have to do a lot more attachment stuff than I think I was aware of. I think some other things that we hadn't expected were the amount of time and money coming home with a child from a developing country. You run a lot more tests and a lot more medical stuff than I think you expect sometimes. And I think some people think, gosh, if we can get through this adoption and if we can fundraise, if we can pay for this adoption, and you don't look ahead at the amount of stuff coming home. And I realize that's with any child. When you have a child, I think though that the things you don't think about are at a doctor's office. You don't have a medical history, and there's some scary stuff from different countries, depending on what country. And so, they run a lot different tests. Time, I think, not just the sitting in doctor's offices and stuff, but hair care. I love doing my daughter's hair and doing cornrows. We can sit for an hour or 2 hours and do her hair, and I don't think I've ever spent more than 5 minutes on the other kid's hair at a time. Just learning, just the time to learn those kinds of things. I think those I hadn't really thought about going in. I had been told, but until you experience it and choose to hear it, I think that was a bit for me. Do you?
While you're speaking, I guess maybe what I wasn't expecting so much was the community part of it. I thought that we were going to be relatively alone in terms of having an Ethiopian daughter, maybe a few others scattered throughout the city.
We were in the beginning process.
But it was the already existing community that surprised me, of primarily refugees that have been here maybe for a long time, that were already established in our community that we didn't really know were here. And that surprised me, because didn't ever notice them around town.
Yeah.